sometimes things are going to happen which you just have no control over. And it doesn't matter how big or small these things might be, they still get on your nerves. They definitely get on mine. And it literally happened just a couple days ago, which prompted me to make this video right now, because I just got so frustrated that I felt like things were not going my way. And it was only for like a 2-3 hour period during the day. So I had improv Tuesday night, and then Wednesday morning, I thought, I'm going to wake up. Before I go to uni, I'm going to go to the gym. Now, because I got home from improv late, I slept through my alarm Wednesday morning, and I didn't end up going to the gym before uni. So I thought, okay, that's all right. I'll get some work done at uni. I'll leave a bit earlier so that I can get home and have enough time to go to the gym before I go to soccer training. And turns out I did not have enough time to go to to go to the gym before soccer training. And that really frustrated me, because I haven't been to the gym in quite a while now. For me, it's been about like a couple weeks, about that. And that's a long time for me. So that was really frustrating. Now, this is only one example, and it's not that significant because I can just go on a different day. However, I still felt like I was just not in control of anything that was happening, because things just kept coming up that I had to do for uni, which made me stay back a bit longer than I wanted. And then my train got delayed. It just didn't come at the time that it was supposed to. And then even the bus got delayed. And it was just a chain of events that happened, which led me to not being able to go to the gym. And I was just so frustrated. I was just so frustrated that I just cracked it. I went, no, I didn't do that. I don't know what that was. But to get to the point of the story, I was just really frustrated that I could not control anything that was happening. And I'm sure you guys have felt the same way about something too. Whether it be something at school, work, if it's with your friends, family, social events, it doesn't matter. It happens, and it's just part of life. And that's something that I had to realize. Things like this, they happen. Now, yes, it is annoying and it's frustrating, but nonetheless, they still happen. So how do you deal with it? At that point in time, I didn't deal with it very well. And it was only in hindsight that I realized I could have dealt with it a little bit better than I did. Rather than just cracking it and spitting the dummy, what I find helps me, which is something that I have done in the past, yet it just completely left my mind a couple days ago, was I just take one step at a time. I do something small that I know needs to be done, and this helps me feel like I'm taking control back over the things that I can control. Every morning, I like to tell myself the things that I can and can't control. Actually, I'll show you a photo of it, because I downloaded it from Stephen Bartlett's LinkedIn. It's this. And then there's a little quote by Jack Piggott at the very bottom. So it's this page, this photo. And it reads at the very top, out of my control. So I start with this, and I say that what's out of my control is the past, the future, the result, what others think of me, and other people's opinions. And I think it's important to start with this, because people remember what you start with and what you finish with. not everything else in the middle. But for me, this, because I've been saying it to myself consistently over a very long period of time, these words stick. And that's just what happens. They stick. Now, it is still quite difficult for me to not care about other people's opinions and what they think of me, because that's just how I've grown up. I've grown up in that way, and I'm only now starting to realize how much of an influence my actions or my decisions actually have, and how they are based on the opinions of other people. For example, a couple days ago, I was messaging one of my mates, and I saw his message. I replied, and I replied in a way that I thought he would want me. Let me start again with that example. So I was messaging one of my mates, and he sent me a message. So I read the message, and then I respond to his message in a way that I would think he would want me to respond to that message. So I didn't say what I actually wanted to say. I said what I thought he would want to hear. And then I just sat there staring at my message for about a couple minutes, and then went, nah, that's so poor from me. Like, I can't be doing this. So then I said, wait, no, I didn't read that message properly. This is what actually happened, or this is X, Y, and Z, whatever I said. But after those couple minutes of just sitting in that discomfort, I actually told him what I thought about the question. And that prompted me to think of how other people's opinions that I don't even know, this is the thought of other people's opinions and wanting to please other people and have a positive perception of them and what they think of me, influences how and what I actually say. And that is something that is incredibly hard to break out of. However, I am noticing improvement in this. In a couple of other videos, I'll mention not only how improv has helped me with this, but also just people-pleasing tendencies in general, because I think it's something that is very unspoken, yet so many people deal with this. And it's not easy to break out of. By no means is it easy whatsoever. It's just something that we need to get used to. It's like a new normal, and it's a new way of living, because at the end of the day, you are going to not please people. You're going to have disagreements, and you're not going to say things that people like very much. But to be an honorable person, in my opinion, I think that is key. Telling people the truth, regardless of how they might react to it, and not holding yourself back and telling people what they want to hear. So that's for another video. So then in this little circle, you see the words "in my control." And then what's in that little circle are 5 little phrases. One of them is my words. So I can control what I say to people. I can also control my thoughts, because no one else can control what I'm thinking. Just how I can't control whatever you are thinking. And all of your judgments and biases and preconceptions and the whole lot. I can't control what you're thinking, and you can't control what I'm thinking. People can have influence on these things, but that's not control. I can also control my response to things, how I react, how I act towards certain situations. And I especially like these last 2 points because they are very important and I value them very highly, because having great self-awareness, and as you guys will know through my emotional intelligence playlist that I've created, and then over time, just a quick note on that, over time I'll keep posting videos about tips and tricks that I think have really helped me improve my emotional intelligence. However, for now, I've given you guys a good base. And it does take time to implement these things, as you guys know. So just stick with it. You will get the results that you want. It will take time and it will take consistency. So to these last 2 points. Self-awareness. It's a very big one. You guys know how important I think self-awareness is. And I hope you guys think the same way, because self-awareness really is the key to unlocking your full potential and being able to improve your emotional intelligence and your connection with people. It's just raising that self-awareness is a key to doing all of this. Now, the last thing in this little circle that is in my control is how I treat others. Someone I look up to very much, Vin Jiang, he always re-emphasizes time and time again 3 statements. Show love, show kindness, and show compassion. And I really resonate with these 3 statements because I don't think there's enough of that in this world. With everything that's going on, at the time of recording, there is a cyclone happening in Queensland and there is massive floods everywhere. And I actually know some people that are affected, and it's such a sad and a little bit frightening this time, because there's the fear of the unknown. We don't know what's going to happen. And the most important thing for me, especially because I like making other people feel good, it makes me feel better. So how I treat others plays a big part in that. If I can help someone learn something, or I've just gone blank. If I can help someone learn something or do something, by all means, I would love to do it, because it makes me feel so much better about myself. And I'm sure quite a lot of people also do this, and they would feel the same way. So to wrap things up for today, the main thing that I want you to take out of this is that there will be times in your life when you feel like things are not in your control and you just can't control things. No matter how big or small they are, you just feel like you've got no control and it might be really irritating you. Just know that it's okay. Try to focus as best as you can on just one small thing, one small step, one action step that you can take to keep moving forward. And know that there's a difference between things that are in your control and what's not in your control, as like the ones that I've just listed previously. So on that note, I hope you've enjoyed this video and you've taken something out of it. I've enjoyed making it. I love making these videos, and it also gets me out of my comfort zone because it's not something that I'm used to. However, it's something that will help me grow as a person. And that's why I love doing them. So as always, stay consistent, keep up the good work, and a change starts with you.